basically a link. It was a photo of us and then a link to our website. And our website was basically an electronic photo album. It wasn't salacious, there wasn't a sex tape, it was just 8.5 years of life together with my family and friends, with his friends and family members. So I didn't think that anyone would care about it, but I think that's mostly because I didn't take into account his position at the company that he worked for. He was a president at Oracle, which is a computer software company. And once the tech world got interested, I guess they got wind of it, and so it just took on a whole new animal. This documentary, because the media was camping outside my home and wanting to know what my story was, and me not wanting to talk to the media, because you know that if you talk to the Today Show or you talk to Dr. Phil, you know they're going to interview you for 3 hours and cut it down to 90 seconds. And my 8.5 years deserve more than every time I see it, I'm like, I'm over it. I'm just past it. It's happened in my life a long time ago. But then I have to think about the personal stuff, like the fertility stuff, and that always drives me mad.
Like it freezes in time all the emotions that you had, and it freezes it in a present way, I would imagine. So seeing it even when you are as years continue to pass from when it was, it still is told in a sort of a present,
And it's still going on, these lawyers and these, I'm still in the middle of my lawsuit against the former director, and there's no way he would be able to afford the type of attorneys that
Did you get all the footage back?
No, there's still some footage that I never got back, but the point is that I didn't get the original footage back. So
right.
I know they're going to have it, and what I don't want is for them to just piece together parts of it and create something on their own. Because when you're making a documentary, you film the good, the bad, and the ugly.
Yeah.
And they can it's very easy to turn something into something negative. So I'm trying to get my footage back from them. That's basically all I want, is just for them to return my footage and to make sure that they haven't given it to anyone else. I just want all of the copies back. But the amount of money that Charles is spending for Mark, it's obscene. People can buy homes off of that.
Yeah.
Curious if any of the women that he was also having relationships with ever contacted you or came forward to no way, this is who I am, or have some sort of, I don't know.
I know for me, I never contacted them because I think at the time it would have made me even more angry to know that he was sharing the same or more with them.
Yeah.
So that's why I never contacted them. I just think that because I know what I'm going through with the intimidation of his private investigators and his mountain of lawyers, it would intimidate anyone.
Yeah.
for whatever reason, I was just born with that gene that says, bring it on. And so I just think that those women are scared. But I know who they all are, and eventually they're gonna have to come forward, because it's getting messy now behind the scenes. Like still, and I didn't want this to be about the other women. I wanted it to be about my
story.
But then I didn't want it to be negative about him. I wanted it to be, okay, I did that, but now what am I doing? But it seems like every time I turn around, I'm being sucked back into that relationship. So.
How's the patents going?
I've got like 4 patents. I've got 3 additional patent pendings, and so I've got lots of inventions that are just filling my time aside from this. So it's keeping me sane, having all of this other positive stuff going on while this negative stuff is just dangling. So I'm excited.
That's great.
That's
Thank you so much for coming.
Yeah.